What life-changing item can you buy for less than $100? Heroin. Edit. You just said life-changing. It doesn't need to be a good thing. I used to do drugs. Still do. But I used to too. A king-sized blanket for a queen-sized bed. I got a king for a double bed. Best decision ever. The double sheets fit the bed. But I couldn't snuggle completely under them without curling up. Now I can hide completely under the duvet stretched out. Best thing ever in the winter. A dash cam for your car can protect you from wrongful claims, also vandalisms and theft. I got one. Although I have never been in an accident before, knock on wood. The peace of mind that it gives me to know that I have backup evidence or anything of that sort for future issues is calming. Best $50 spent in the last 30 days. May sound simple, but a good pillow. It is amazing the change in body aches and sleep you see when you have a good pillow that fits you. How does one find the perfect pillow? Edit. Time to start my journey into the world of pillow shopping. Thank you everyone for the responses. First aid kit. Similarly, a fire extinguisher. Carbon monoxide detector. I had to take the batteries out of mine. The beeping was making me sleepy and giving me a headache. Edit. I don't remember writing this. Was I hacked? A good shop vac. You will not believe how many uses around the house you'll find for it. Cobweb removal. Water removal. Gravel removal. Vent cleaning. Soot trap cleaning. After a good scrub since it's likely dirty from other tasks. Car vacuuming. Dust sucking. The list goes on. Seriously, if you plan to buy or already own a home, go get a shop vac. Live in an apartment and this is our vac for everything. Cop it. Vinyl. Bathroom. Car. I'll use the blowing side to inflatable air matters or coals for BBQ. Edit added punctuation for clarification. Blackout curtains for your bedroom. Changes your life if you want to sleep all day. I refuse to have them in my room after living like a vampire for a few years. A 10-foot charging cable. Or a quality pair of shoes. Fuck me, I'm reading this hunched over with my phone plugged into an impossibly short charging cable. Houseplants. If you are inside a lot. Yes. I surround my desk with them so I've got something to look at while I'm waiting for stuff at work. It's very satisfying to watch them grow over time, and I also think that being near plants is something that's psychologically good for humans on a very primeval level. Motion sensor night lights. Can't tell you how many stub toes or falls they have prevented. Also a cheap intruder alarm. Get a motion activated toilet bowl light. They're amazing. Don't kill your eyes in the middle of the night when you gotta pee. A bidet attachment for your toilet. Looks bidet has some great models around $40. It sounds weird and feels weird at first. But I guarantee my asshole is cleaner than yours. Ladies love it. Definitely helps when you have the fire shits. Also saves on paper consumption. This comment was such a roller coaster, I am seriously considering buying one. National Park Annual Pass. If you're a veteran with any % disability rating, they're free for life. Condoms. My dad's biggest regret. In my opinion, definitely a weighted blanket if you have a hard time sleeping at night or have anxiety. They have some at Target for $25 currently. Close bracket. I just use the crushing weight of all my failures instead. Much cheaper. Sharp knives for the kitchen. I put off buying a whetstone for a long time. Mostly because I was nervous I would use it wrong and ruin my knives. But it's not too hard at all if you get one with an angle guide. Makes chopping stuff up faster, easier and safer. A good showerhead. I cannot stress enough how a high quality showerhead can turn getting clean into utterly zen. 30-minute self-healing and relaxation session. Bonus points for a detachable showerhead and extra double bonus points if you are a lady who enjoys that particular brand of flying solo. Sunscreen. No skin cancer for me. For anyone that disagrees with this comment, I've had multiple skin cancer surgeries. It's not the scalpel cutting flesh away from your body that hurts the most during the procedure. It's whatever liquid they inject into you to deaden the nerves around the cancer that hurts. The needles don't hurt, but that tea they inject into you is effing nasty. Wear your sunscreen, kids. An electric toothbrush. That first time you use it is life changing. You run your tongue across your teeth and they feel polished. A bidet. Trust me. Have you seen Japanese toilets? Bidets are cool and all. Makes everywhere clean, but Japanese bidets are for the win. More than one 10mm socket. I was just working on my motorcycle last night and picked up my 10mm socket and thought, see ya later good buddy, as I knew I'd prob lose it by the end of the night. Lol. YouTube wants you to think the answer is YouTube Premium. Fuck Google for pushing YouTube Premium so hard. They're so aggressive about it that I'll never even consider getting it out of spite. A hammock. Bought my Eno a year ago and I have no idea what I did without it. You can literally post up anywhere and everywhere and it will encourage you to go outside a lot more. An air compressor to air up your tires. Got one off Amazon for 30 bucks. To add to this, a jumper. Basically a battery in a box that has battery clamps. For jump starting your vehicle. Get one that has a DC AC outlet so you can use it to power small electronics when you have a power outage at home. I would not recommend combination jumper air compressor units. Would suggest separate jumper and air compressor. Note: doesn't hurt to have actual old-fashioned jumper cables too. An electric kettle. I'm American. As a UK citizen, a kettle is on a par with actually having food in the house. Holy shit. Just got up this morning and it's all gone mental. Thanks for the award. This post has costed me over $400 so far. Your first mechanical keyboard. But the second one will be over $100 US. Foam roller. A low cross ball as well. Get them glutes, people. Vibrator. Edit. THX for the award, kind strangers, and to all of you all for your recommendations. I'm definitely enjoying reading this. Takeaways on best toys. Hitachi. Womanizer. Tracy's dog. Magic wand and satisfier. Honorable mentions. Just vibrate harder. Toothbrush with a condom. PS4 controller. Broomstick handle. Wii remote. A slow cooker. A Kindle or library card. A juicer blender. A donation to adopt a pet from an animal shelter. A printer. We've bought 2-3 Kindle Fires on Prime days since Amazon started doing it. Mostly for our kids. The HD8 is a hell of a little tablet for less than $60. A used instrument. A basic skincare routine. I'm talking like cleanse, moisturize, sunscreen. And if you're really adventurous and need, get yourself a topical for acne or concerns. Amazing for your self-esteem. And also becomes a form of self-care eventually. It's so easy to forget to take care of yourself. Books. Knowledge is currency that only increases. Okay. I bought the Twilight series and all of Sean Hannity's books. Let's get to work. A glass breaker on a keychain. Push it against the glass of your car window and it shatters immediately, helping you get out of a car underwater, broken door, etc. Super cheap and life-saving. Meat thermometer. No more cutting open meat to see if it's done, thus leaking juices. Spotify Premium. I love the advertisements yo. PS. This was a joke, I'm not retarded. I hate the advertisements. Especially since they aren't really advertisements. But they are there to annoy you till you get premium. A whole bunch of LSD. Hey, I get your vibe. But good limited slip differentials are a bit more than $100. A pull-up bar. How do you start using it though? Just every day keep trying and eventually I might be able to get there? I have exactly zero upper body strength, so getting started feels so daunting. A good everyday carry pocket knife. I use mine several times a day. A shelter dog. Holy crap, my life has changed for the better. A pair of wireless earbuds. I can't stand the in-house music in stores and these earbuds keep me sane while shopping. Rice cooker. My mom laughed at me when I bought a rice cooker. Now she's a believer. A Brita filter water pitcher and reusable bottles. I cut out most drinks aside from water back in October and we were going through 2+ cases a week. It was expensive. Heavy. Took up way too much space and was such a waste of plastic. I ended up buying a Brita pitcher from Walmart for about $18. We fill it up 2 or 3 times a day and everyone has their own water bottle now. When quarantine started no one could find bottled water. But we were good. There were so many positives to buying the Brita pitcher that I wish I had bought it years ago. Good pair of shoes. $100 may be cutting it a little too close. Life changing when talking about shoes. Heelys. This made me laugh. I was just talking about Heelys with my uni friends the other day. The amounts that have never had a pair was so upsetting. Silk pillowcase. Edit. I got a silk pillowcase because I have really long hair, down to my butt, and it keeps it from tangling as badly overnight. A squatty potty. Even a kid's step stool does the trick. Carbon monoxide alarm. Please get one. A rope. Oh yes. Suicide. Air fryer. For the first time. Frozen French fries actually taste like French fries. We cook anything we possibly can in hours. Vertical mouse. $20. Saved my wrist using it at work all day. It looks odd but it feels so much more natural. I even got a bunch of people at my office to buy one after they tried mine. As a Canadian, it is really upsetting to hear about all the things that can supposedly be had for $100 in other places. I bought 8 meal preps, for $96 for someone. It helped them through a hard time and provided hope. They just got their own place now and can comfortably afford all their meals on their own. Edit. Damn it, I was going to cash in this good karma for something in life. Not fake internet point. I bought a $1 back scratcher from an Asian market in town. Best $1 I ever spent. Pregnancy test. A folding wagon. Getting groceries in the house. Camping gear. etc. We always have it in the car and you can do 5 trips worth by hand effortlessly. Fitted sheet straps. They keep cheap sheets from popping up at the corners. So now I can use soft sheets that don't cost a fortune and my sleep is undisturbed by them popping loose. Greatly improving my quality of life. A winning lotto ticket. 100 feet Ethernet cable. Technology has not yet improved to the point where wireless communication is reliable or fast enough to compare to wired. For large downloads and gaming. Anyway. Wi-Fi is fine for anything you could do on a phone. Bluetooth speaker with micro SD slot. A decent light wake up alarm clock. Completely changed my mornings. Don't think I could ever go back to using my phone or a simple alarm clock. A gym membership. Lost 15 kilograms and regained my self-confidence. Definitely life-changing. For boob havers out there. A really good bra that looks great alone and under almost everything. Fits really well. And you're not dying to take it off at the end of the day. They do exist. Even for the busty. Like myself. It requires an outlay of cash. But you don't need to pay $100 plus for it. New pair of socks. If you've been wearing the same pairs forever like I typically usually do, there's nothing like putting on a new pair of freshly bought socks. You can totally feel the difference. I never realized till was an adult sadly, but I appreciate the feeling of new socks all the time. A great office chair. If you're WFH. Definitely a decent office chair will save you from back neck problems down the road. A solid knife. You never know when you're going to need a knife. A planner, diary and a personal journal. It's $0 to talk to your children about how they feel. This way, You might be able to prevent self-harm or suicide. Upgraded my box spring, pillow, and purchased a sound machine before lockdown. I've had more solid sleep and am having quite more pleasant days. I live with anxiety and PTSD and am a cannabis user, medically proper channels. As a father of 3, 4th en route. Life is simply compounding with interior place issues. After I upgraded my box spring and pillow, I purchased a sound machine. To be honest, each of these 3 things would elevate your sleeping and alter you days to come. Not to mention the medical. Each of these things are separately $100. A nasal irrigation kit, either the electronic pump or simply the squeeze bottles. I started using them both leading up to surgery on my sinuses. And I haven't stopped using them since. It takes some getting used to. But the relief and clean feeling is amazing. Make sure you only use distilled water for nasal irrigation. There are horror stories out there of the consequences of running tap water up your nose. Brain-eating amoeba type horror stories. AeroPress coffee maker. The thing broke my wife of her $200, monthly Starbucks habit. The unit costs maybe $25 or so. Houseplants. They will make you happy looking after them. I recently bought a Venus flytrap. She caught her first fly today. So proud.